Alright, we just made it to Gettysburg and we're driving in right now. We flew in last night to Philadelphia, drove a couple hours, and we are headed to the museum. I think this is just going to be part one. It started snowing later in the day, as you'll see. So we kind of wanted to do a lot more, but we just ended up at the museum. We saw a brief movie and we saw a cyclorama, which is a 360 painting. And then we got to walk around the museum. It's pretty cool. Got to see some monuments, but as you'll see in the clip, this is pretty much all we do, and then it snows a lot. So definitely going to head back in the near future and go see some of the battlefield. Visitor Center 1 mile. So another historical sign. What's it say? Campaign the Union. We should have got out, put that on camera. Okay, Cumberland. There's a bus here, so it kind of looked like there was nobody here, but I forgot to check and see if anybody's even open on Saturday, but I don't know why it wouldn't be open on a Saturday. Handicap drop-off parking. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Not a lot left. That's basically what we talked about doing anyways. Number 1, 2, 3. Let's go. I don't even know the date. What's today's date? Oh, it's February 15th, 2025. Gettysburg.
Just need 3, right?
Yeah. Let's see what's that calendar.
For what?
So this is actually items that are outside of the museum. You don't have to pay for this to see this, but I did find out you have to pay about $20, which includes the film, cyclorama, and the museum per person. morning. So this is actually the cyclorama. It's a 360-degree painting that was painted a little bit after the war, but they talk about it. I just did not continue to listen and record, so this is just a piece of it.
So first of all, you can go wherever you like on this platform. First of all, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
You can go wherever you like on the platform. Just please be careful. I have steps and ramps. I don't want anybody getting tripped at. Also, you can take all the pictures you want, just without a flash. All right, so this is what I like to do. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we're looking at here as far as what the battle going on. Okay. Then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the painting, and then I'm going to go around the room and I'm going to point out all the generals that are in the painting. If at any time you have questions, please ask. And if any time I'm yapping too much, please let me know. Alright? I do have a compass on the ceiling that may help you get oriented a little bit. But has everybody ever heard of the Union line being in the shape of a fishhook? Okay. Well, that fishhook is like this. If we're looking west, we are right here. So we're right behind the Union line on Cemetery Ridge. Now, the fishhook is going to start right there, at Colts Hill. That's where you're going to hook your fish. Then it's going to come through East Cemetery Hill, Ziegler's Road, the Bryan Farm, and then it's going to come down right through us, and you are going to tie your line off right there at Little Round Pond. And of course, the one to the right of it is Big Round Pond. Okay? So that's Union Fishhook. We are right behind that Union line on Cemetery Ridge. And why is it called Cemetery Ridge? Because I pointed out the cemetery is right there. And we're talking about the Evergreen Cemetery. That's the cemetery that's here going to have. National Cemetery was put in after the battle to bury Union soldiers. Okay? That's the cemetery called. Some more things that are interesting right here. Right out here is the gang there. The photo we have, his father has a little bit of a hook nose, I like that little bit of a hook nose, he's got a deep mustache. But he's also the only guy who can all the soldiers that grew with a heavy set. His father was a heavy set man. Over here, we have a name of this guy. This guy's name in the white shirt there is Salvador Medj. He was in charge of all, did you see it, young lady? Right here. He's in charge of about the artist. I'll get back to the brother. Right, so we think this guy is one of the artists right here because the photo has a picture of the guy with that hat.
This is the very beginning of the museum, and then this portion of the video, this is the rest of the museum, and then we'll get to the end, and once we're outside of the museum. But this is all included in your ticket.
The issue polarized the country. Fights broke out on the floor of Congress. Violence erupted in the election of 1860. The slavery issue split the Democratic Party, making a Republican victory likely. The Republican candidate was Abraham Lincoln. Pro-slavery factions railed against Lincoln, believing his true aim was the ultimate end of 1860. South Carolina seceded from the Union. 6 other states soon followed, forming a new country, the Confederate States of America. On April 1861, the Confederates fired on Union troops holding Fort Sumter, South Carolina. When Lincoln called, 4 more southern states declared their independence and joined the Confederacy.
Every friend of constitutional liberty who rallies in support of our common country, its government, and its flag is the only means of checking the progress of slavery. It hence became the imperative duty of every true man, every friend of constitutional liberty, to rally in support of our common country.
The scenes on this field would have killed anything. The same month, a Union coalition ran past the forts defending the approaches to New Orleans, captured the South's largest city, and held another standing there at the first. After he defeated Manassas, President Lincoln, President Dow, and General George P. In spring of 1862, McClellan began a campaign to capture Richmond. He planned to transport the entire Union Army of the Potomac down the Chesapeake Bay, Virginia Peninsula. The problems beset McClellan's main campaign against Brown. First took place on the water at Hampton Roads. On March 8th, the Third Ironclad.
By early morning, he has arranged the Union line in the shape of a large fishhook, curving from Culp's Hill through Cemetery Hill, then straight south along Cemetery Ridge to the north slope of a rocky point called Little Round Top. It is a strong defensive position, occupying most of the high ground and affording quick troop movement inside the lines to reinforce where needed. Still, General Lee wants
We had to get out, so we saw a little of the monument, which is just south of the museum, but it wasn't really easy to read. I honestly have no idea what a lot of these are, and they're dedicated to some of the units that were there, and then some of the, I want to say, generals. But these are monuments that were dedicated, and then I'm not sure if this is part of the battlefield, but I know a lot of the war was fought within the town, so I'm sure there was fighting on these grounds. We weren't able to get into the National Cemetery. It was closed. I don't know why, but maybe the next part of my video, when we go back, I'll be able to get into that. Yeah, it started snowing, so a lot of the stuff we couldn't read. You had to kind of wipe it off to even get some kind of
First
view of it. This was the only battlefield site that we got to. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. It started with an R, but we were heading out of town because it started to snow so bad. I knew it was going to be a long trip back to where we were actually staying. We were staying in Scranton, Pennsylvania, which later on in this video we're going to show you some gift shops and different locations, signs, and things that had to do with the show The Office, but this is the only one we were able to get to. So our trip, we stayed in Scranton. I didn't know that The Office was actually, this is a town that it was based off of, but not filmed here. So this is a gift shop. So we're gonna go in this gift shop.
This is featured in a few episodes.
Featured. The restaurant was featured, I guess, in some episodes too. Yeah, the gift shop.
Could you stay with Sam and Alex? I'm happy with you. I'm taking Eli to find a bathroom, okay? I hate you.
What? My shoes are tied. Oh my God, you thought I know.
I thought that.
I dreamt that we were married and you treated me nice. We had lots of kids, drinking whiskey and rye. But why'd you have to go off and die? Why'd you have to go off and die?
Oh, you believe in rock and roll, can lose it, take your soul, and try to dance real slow. Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw.
Take his hand off his fucking shoulder. You hear me? Hit the rolling stone with the rolling eyes. What was our getaway car? Jam Cordophobia. You hear me? Hey, I heard I had some steam dishes. Whoever feeling hot that egg.
This is the end of the trip. Headed back to the airport in Philadelphia. There's the city off in the distance. Heading home to Orlando.